Good evening, trendsetters. It's a great day today. We've had some good stuff happen on the stock market. The ASX is down 4%, 3.69% it says there. But I started buying, and Commonwealth Bank there, look at that, down 2.75% today. But I looked at Commonwealth Bank shares last week. They were 104. Today they're $91. Fantastic stuff to see. Who else has gone? West Farmers, 3.82% today. Just dropped today to $42. But who cares about the dollars? ANZ down 4.64% to $22. Hallelujah. BHP down 4.24% today. That's just today. So, let's go and have a look at Bitcoin, eh? Let's see if that's on this chart. Bitcoin, that'll be BTC crypto, that'll be it. See what that's doing. I don't usually check that stuff. Hey, it's $32,000 Australian, just at $32,685 Australian. It's down 6.89% today. What about year to date? How far down is it year to date? 51.8%. That's what we're looking for, and it just dropped off the chart today. It just went boom, just down, down, down. Isn't that fantastic? Yep. So all you people that thought it was gold, my God. Yeah. Well, we tried to warn you. I wanted to talk about the electricity. Electricity issues today. We've got what do you call it? When they contradict themselves while they're speaking. It's just like an instant contradiction. That's what we've got. I'll turn this light off so we don't get too much humming. Yeah. So here's what you get on ABC News. Let's start here. Electricity issues have spread across Australia. I know Sky News are saying we're a laughingstock, and of course we are now. We're talking about an energy crisis today. I didn't know we had an energy crisis. How come we've got an energy crisis? Haven't we got all these bloody windmills and solar panels saving us? Hey? So, yesterday, the Australian Energy Market Operator, the AEMO, the regulator. So this is straight out of Ayn Rand, guys. This is politicians trying to dictate to the market what to do. And this is where we end up. So let's have a read. Yesterday, the AEMO warned of possible blackouts in Queensland due to a lack of electricity supply. While that didn't eventuate, today the AEMO warned of possible issues with electricity across multiple states in the coming days. Here's when your state might be impacted. It's got from 5 till 10:30 tonight, right? The supply issues are the result of many factors, including the rising cost of energy. Really? It's been rising so rapidly that the AEMO stepped in to place a cap on the wholesale price of electricity in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria and South Australia. They stepped in to place a cap. Let's read the rest of it before I carry on. This led some electricity generators to stop supplying the market, thereby creating a shortfall. Federal Energy Minister Chris Bowen said the Australian Energy Regulator had put power retailers and producers on notice about trying to game the system during the current energy crisis. How did we end up with an energy crisis, Mr. Bowen? Where did this come from? Well, what happened? Instant karma. You told the market, listen, let's explain how it works, right? Firstly, higher prices in a normal market that's not interfered with, if they left it alone, higher prices would be a signal to the market to supply more. More people would start supplying the energy and the prices would fall. Get this straight. In a real economy, in a sound economy, prices fall. Okay? So what are we in now? You work it out, right? Now, if you put a cap, they've tried this a million times, these socialist idiots. If you put a cap on the price of something, or if the power supplier does what they're told by you, and will not sell the energy at over $300 a megawatt, which is the cap they put on it today. So you are a power supplier. We've just told you how much you can not sell it above. So all businesses run on margin. Now, if the business can't make the margin, everybody goes home. No jobs. Simple as that. These career politicians that have never had a job in the private sector, never had to cold call, never worked their ass off in a service station or a shearing shed, these dickheads are dictating to an energy supplier, a real company with real people in it, you can't sell your power for more than $300 a megawatt. What happens when it costs $300 a megawatt to produce? Because when there's no margin, it's okay for a week or two. You can tell your workers, no worries, we'll keep paying you for a couple of weeks while we make nothing. But sooner or later, you've got to go home and tell your wife as the CEO of BHP that you're not making any bloody money. You've got to go and tell your shareholders, we can't make any margin. We can't use the fat to reinvest, to keep the show on the road, to update things with rolling maintenance. We can't reinvest, we can't explore, we can't discover, we can't grow, we can't keep the business going when we've got no bloody profit. When there's no margin, everybody goes home. It might take a month, it might take a year, but eventually everybody goes home and nobody gets nothing. And there's nothing I can do about it by ranting on this podcast, because soon you'll have to have a solar panel that lasts for 100 years, because it might take this long to get out of this shit. But, you know, we're heading into the depression, and now we've got the government and its regulators dictating how much margin an electricity supplier can make. Instant karma, they stop supplying their electricity straight away. So they've put them on notice. And what does that mean? Are you going to fine them for not supplying the electricity? Are you going to go in there with the grease gun and grease up the machines yourself and learn to be a steam engineer to drive the power station yourself, Chris Bowen? No, you're not. And you don't realise that there's real people in there doing real jobs that delivers that power that keeps your bloody lights on. So you keep interfering with them, buddy. You just keep telling them, you know, maybe we should ring you up every day and say, what's the electricity price today, comrade? Huh? This is the Politburo. Chris Bowen's one of the Politburo. And he's dictating to the masses how much they can make when he has no idea how to run a bloody energy company. He's not the CEO of a bloody energy company. You know how the CEO of an energy company got there? Half of these F-wits out there will think that they lied and stole and fucked their way to the top or something. I'll tell you how they got there. They got there by being bloody good at what they do. So if you think more government's gonna cure the energy crisis that just sprung out of nowhere, instantly, as soon as you put the cap on the electricity price, instant karma, less electricity. What's the minimum price they can sell it for, Mr. Bowen? Tell us that, mate. We just need some guidance here. What's the medium price we should charge? How much do you think we should pay for coal or labour? Well, you've already decided how much for labour. That's why it's all overseas. That's why all the coke and coal goes overseas to make the steel from our iron ore. We can't do it in this country. It's too expensive. There's too many rules. There's too many regulations. It costs you $1 billion before you pour the pad. You're already broke. So let's get right into it, mate. You know, you tell us what to do next. You think you can dictate the power? Good luck to you. Hopefully your lights will be turned out first. But of course they won't, will they, ladies and gentlemen? They won't be turning there. But when they do, they'll realise that our lights have been out for ages. You want to plunge the country into chaos? You just started today with your price fixing. Next it'll be rentals. Oh, sorry, you can't charge more than $400 a week for that property. Too bad if it's, you know, doesn't make money at that. Well, then we better build more social housing because there's a housing crisis. Who caused the bloody housing crisis, mate? All the rules and regulations that told the landlords that they weren't going to make a profit, and it was too much hassle. And your solution for big government is more government. And everyone in Australia, you're complying with it. If you didn't comply with it, nothing would happen. They'd have to go away and produce something themselves, wouldn't they? It's your compliance that's the problem, Australia. You're complying day after day, paying their taxes so they can tell you how much to charge. Great way to, live off the fat of the nation, live off the backs of the working class people in this country. You've just about wiped out the middle class. All you got's poor working class just about now. So here. Let's see some more control. We can't have these people making any profit or saving anything. There shouldn't be a government department overseeing trade. Free trade is free trade. Let producers deal with each other and don't have the bureaucracy in the middle taking all the bloody profit out of it, taking all the fat out of it. But I just thought I'd have a quick rant about this lunacy in Australia that's happening right now. And we knew it was coming. We knew the price controls were going to come and, things were going to go down the tube after that. Well, here we are. So get yourself a solar system and, enough to charge your phone and run a fridge or something. But who knows whether Telstra or Optus or anyone else is going to be around. Maybe there'll be little private guys next. Eh? There'll be a black market in phone service. There'll be a black market in electricity. That's how they're doing it in, where was it? I was looking at a documentary a little while ago. Most of the country's got no electricity, but you can buy it on the black market. Isn't that ludicrous? That means the black market's the free market. It's the free market that springs up outside of the controlled market because the controlled market doesn't work. We're going to find that out. So, get a load of firewood delivered, guys, if you haven't got any solar panels. At least you'll be able to cook something. Have a good evening. It's lovely talking to you.